Hey man, her look man, her name is Manie Tsukishima. She's got to keep on brands, you know. She's just being on brand. Holy shit, this Sombra. Hello? Hello? What the fuck happened here? Did she not have a translocator? Why doesn't she translocate? That is greedy. That is so greedy. Holy shit. Nice TP. Yeah, what was the idea of the TP as well? That's a good question. What is the idea of any of this, man? I am so genuinely confused by your team. Just throws the TP here? Do you mean to TP here? Or did you want to go to the high ground? Like, what? Eh? Whatever. Game dumb. Bro, this TP, these monkey jumps, this fucking Sombra play. Guys, this is fucking awful. I want you guys to understand, everyone watching this, right? All you normal people out there, this is fucking awful. That was terrible play by like most of the people here. And this is a 4.4 fucking scrim. Not even 4.4 ranked. Rank can get a little bit, you know, wild, right? We all watch our favorite streamers sometimes. Like, these top 500 gamers are quite interesting. Nah, bro, this is a fucking scrim. This is a coordinated 6v6 battle. And we're seeing this shit, bro. We're seeing this shit. Doesn't scout they have a brig, doesn't know what direction they come from, just refuses to fucking translocate and kill and gets punished for it. Kind of hilarious, honestly. Also, heal your fucking monkey, please. Thank you. 4.4 fucking. Fucking Overwatch, dude. I'm surprised he didn't nade there. I absolutely would have naded. I absolutely would have naded down this corridor as long as you don't hit your teammates. Like right here. So the whole idea is the way this pinch is working. You're making an engagement like this with your monkey. Here, let me use a different color so you can see it better. Making an engagement like this with your monkey, what's going to happen is the people on this high grounds, right? We talked about this earlier in one of our VODs. They're already pre-planning their retreats, right? The general retreat for people in this position is to walk down these stairs, right? So if they're set up here and they need a retreat to here and your monkey is jumping like this and you're going this way, well, you know that they're going to have to walk in this direction to get to the stairs. So what do? When your monkey jumps, you predict in your head, oh, I know exactly which way they're going to go, right? I know it's natural for them to retreat in this direction, right? They're not going to retreat down here. They're not going to go over here like some idiots. They're going to go towards those stairs. So I'm going to throw a nade that lands right here. Right? Right? All this like motion of the ocean type shit, all of this ebb and flow, planning your retreats, making pushes, engagements, isn't all just macro. It isn't all just team play, but on the individual level, you can use these ideas of we're engaging this way, they're over here, positioned here, their retreat route is over here to this position on the stairs. So that means as an individual, I can capitalize on the information that I have to land a perfect nade that splashes and pretty much guarantees we can get the kill. As long as the diva doesn't need it. Boom. Boom. That's 4.4k. That's 4.4k. But instead we get this. Yeah, fuck that cactus. No one's moving cart yet. I think the Tracer was moving cart. Yeah, the Tracer's moving cart. This is a pretty standard thing to do. Fuck the cart. Guys, I want you to understand this. On a lot of maps, fuck the cart. The cart doesn't matter. This progress doesn't fucking matter. I hate people where they're like, oh no, we're giving them cart progress, or, oh, but we have to push the cart. Fuck that shit. Fuck the cart. You know what's important? High grounds. 1, 2, and 3. Whoever controls these high grounds wins. Right? How many fucking times have you played Dorado where your team just kept pushing the cart like this and then dying somewhere around here because the enemies just go pew 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 pew, right? And you just keep walking into the kill box over and over and over again, right? The supports can't heal because they're just being pinned down. The tanks just die because they're getting shot from 6 different directions. DPS can't do jack fucking shit because they don't have any positioning on the enemy, right? They're constantly getting, just out positioned purely off the state of like where you're playing. Fuck the high ground. Fuck it. No need. No need it. Sorry, did I say fuck the high ground? Fuck the cart. No need it. Who cares about cart progress? Just win the game. Forehead. But something to keep in mind. Okay. You're a little out of position here. Yeah, you're a little bit out of position. You're absolutely floating. You want to be a little bit further back and anchoring yourself to a certain position. Right now, you're kind of stuck in this little corner area, this kind of like weird triangle. And you're not committing to anything. You're like playing right here, which I don't fully understand. Back here would have been a little bit better, right? Because you have a corner, right? Corner is always important. Hey, look at that, something's shooting at you. Oh no, what will I ever do? And now you're safe. Now they can't shoot at you. Right here is a decent position as well. But most likely, most likely I would probably be playing around Fountain. Because from here, you can pick and choose your angles on both sides of this point right here. You have somewhere to retreat to. You're close enough to your teammates. But, natural cover is omega important. Yeah, hold on. I'll watch this. All right, I'm going to do this. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my pen, and I'm just going to draw a line to wherever you walk. Okay? And then we'll review that line afterwards. You're right here. Oh, that's not you, is it? No, you're here. Okay. Try to be as accurate as possible. Oops. Okay, let's change the color. Let's talk about this. Why? So, like, the sections that I really have a bit of an issue with is this section here, right? Where you're not using any of this natural cover, right? It's not like bad that if you're standing here at any point, that's not like, oh, it's terrible. But you have to have like a point that you anchor yourself down to. This right over here, okay, nice job. But what is all of this? Pretty much up to here. What is this long snaking trail right there? Right? Just kind of, moseying over, having a nice little razzle dazzle, dancing in the streets, right? Right here though, hey, nice job. Playing in this little room, you did that very well. That was wonderful, right? But the two places that I liked were right here, where you didn't stay here at all. You pretty much just was here and then left. And right here, where you actually played here. The rest of the time, you were all bunched up, really in a weird position over here, not next to any cover. Right, and I get that you're kind of in a fight there, but still, not using any cover. You didn't have anywhere to retreat to. You didn't have a plan. You kind of just fought it out and duked it out and won. And then you went on this weird fucking path where eventually you found a home, and then it didn't matter because the fight was over at that point. That's my biggest criticism so far of this Ana play. It's just you're floating. You're floating so hard. I like the positions you're taking. I like the positions your team is giving you as well. I don't know if I would want to be pushing card here. I would want to be playing back. Like here, yeah, you're floating a little bit. I want you to be positioned here, right? The difference between positioned here and being positioned here is you're opening yourself up to an angle like this. If you're here though, you're not getting hit from this hack, right? If you get hit from this hack, she has to be in a much more vulnerable position, and you have way more options to deal with this. But like just you being like 2 meters too far forward, you're instantly getting punished for it. Maybe not hard punished or anything, but punished nonetheless. You know, one of the worst things you can do as a support player is play with the rest of your team, right? There's no reason you and the Zarya should be getting slammed. And we've talked about this before, but like the tanks are meant to absorb damage, right? It's their job. They have abilities that sort of allow them to be the ones to be shot at. As the Ana, you cannot be shot at because, yeah, you have some abilities to survive and kind of fight, but, you know, not nearly as much as Zarya has. She literally has twice as much health as you. So, you can't be putting yourself in a position where damage that's meant for the tanks are also hitting you, right? If you're getting hit by a hammer swing that was made for your Reinhardt, you're out of position. If you're getting slammed by a ball who means to slam the Zarya and hits you as well, you're out of position. You have to keep that in mind. Now, obviously, you want to be close enough to them where they can support you if they target you, but you know, it's very easy and very often they target the tanks. If you're getting hit by that shit, do you guys know what I mean? Please tell me you know what I mean. Yes, just walk into the enemy. Okay, let me watch that again. Let me just get a good look at this. Give me a good look at this. Give me this view too. Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are just fucking walking past these guys. Both tanks and a tracer. And you're just like, I'll just kind of mosey on over here. Right? You jump down here, bro. Tracer, Diva, Hamando, Brigitte, Zen, all of your teammates, and you. There's no way you live here, right? No fucking way you just James fucking Bonded that shit. Okay, now you're gonna die. Finally. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. You are literally a ninja. That was insane. That was insane. This is a concept they like to call don't save the dead man. Your Zarya is out of position. It is her fault that she's in this situation and she is going to die. Right? At some point, you can't save her. Going any further, genuinely, going any further, the ball can see you, by the way. Like, look at this ball's POV. Right? Going any further will guarantee your death. At least it should guarantee your death. If this Zarya is going to die, there's no reason you have to die with her. Right? Sometimes, like, as a lifeguard, when someone is drowning and you try to save them, they'll panic and they'll start to drag you down under with them. Right? They'll start to grab onto you and freak out and, you know, grab your limbs so you can't swim and save them. Right? And if you try to, you're just going to die with them. You're just going to drown with them. In this situation, you can't save the dead man. This man is dead. This Zarya, she's destined to die. Nothing you do will change that. There is no reason that you have to make this move and try to save her. You are doing nothing but prolonging her death and nearly guaranteeing yours. Okay, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You are so lost in the sauce right now. Oh, you got hacked there? Okay, so you have to understand like where you're trying to drop. If you're trying to drop in this position, you want to be rotating over to here. If you wanted to drop in this position, you should have been rotating to like back here. But like I don't think in any position it's good for you to stand right here. Being on high ground is always nice, but when you're like looking straight down like this, it actually just makes everything much harder. I've talked about this before, but when you are looking like flat, like here, I'll kind of use like this as an example. If I am playing Ana in this position, and there is an enemy here, right, and they're moving left to right, when I aim, when I move my mouse perfectly left, it goes in a straight line, and my crosshair will follow that. It will go in a straight line. But say there's a Pharah in the sky. The Pharah's up here, and she keeps strafing left and right. If I move my mouse perfectly left, my crosshair actually doesn't follow in that perfect pattern. It actually starts to arc like this, right? And the exact same thing happens when I look down. So now there's like a tracer down here, and they're moving left to right. If I move my mouse perfectly like this, flat, my crosshair will move like this. See how that arcs? That is because in a first person, we're not actually playing on a 2D plane, we're in a 3D field. It's really similar to how like a globe, you can't print out a globe. There's always distortion when you look on a 2D map. Same idea here, but with your crosshair. So the higher the angle, or the lower the angle, right, the more distortion there is. The more that your mouse movement is distorted from the crosshair movement. So when you're at a point where you are not just looking down, but looking straight down, right? Your left mouse movement like this, it just turns left and right. Like I'm moving my mouse perfectly straight left and right. The more the angle is, like the more you're aiming down or up, the harder it is to be precise with your aim. And with a character like Ana, who doesn't have splash abilities except for nade, but like her sniper rifle is like a hit scan or projectile, you need to be able to land those shots. And aiming like this is just impossible. No one practices like this. No one should practice like this. And yeah, you don't want to ever find yourself in a position where you have to aim in this fashion, because you're gonna end up missing. Right? And we can actually probably just watch your gameplay and watch you miss your shots, or just drop, right? And now that you dropped, you're out of position, and that has its own set of problems that we've talked about. Yeah, can we get a shout out to all my Schnitzel fans? Not the food, the character from Chowder. Dude, Chowder was one of my favorite shows in the world. God, that show was so fucking funny. Oops, you did the drop again. How long do you think until you die? I guess you don't, because your team just kind of wins. See, this is one of those things where it's like, hey, if your team was a little bit worse or their team was a little bit better, you should have died. I feel like that happened a lot here. If their team was just a little bit better, was a little bit more coordinated, aimed a little bit better, had a little bit more aggressive positioning, you'd be fucked. But fortunately, this is the worst 4.4 lobby I've ever seen in my life, so you're good. That's not a joke on you. I'm not like saying you're horrible. I'm saying, holy fucking shit, dude. That was the weirdest 4.4 shit I've ever seen in my life. Fucking Ana just sneaking past the front line, you know, into the back line and then leave. A ball not knowing how to slam. Sims missing TPs, right? Fucking Sombra just straight forgetting to translocate. Like, accidentally punched my water bottle. What in the world did we just watch?
About you and how you've been treating me, and I thought, why do I love you?
The house creaks as the sun hits my blind eyes. I can feel the cold outside.